Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. Yes. Bete, yesterday I told you that we will be starting our next chapter from your snapshot book. So, your next chapter from your snapshot book is Ranga's Marriage, and this chapter is written by Masti Venkatesh Iyengar. Now, this chapter, if I tell you, this chapter is about a boy who's named Rangappa, and he is the son of village accountant and was sent to Bangalore for higher education and studies. And people, when he comes back home, people were very curious to know about that, whether he is changed or not, or whether he has the same traditions, values and customs as he has in village, right? So this chapter is about, means, as the title is only telling you, that this chapter is about the marriage of a young boy Ranga, and how he get married, who manipulated the boy to get married. This I tell you in further slides. This is a PPT which I am sharing with you, in which you have notes also. With the help of these notes you can read it, and we'll get the better understanding of this chapter. Now, introduction of the chapter, if I tell you, so it is the chapter written by Masti Venkatesh Iyengar, I already told you, and it is the chapter about a boy named Rangappa. His short name is Ranga, who is sent to Bangalore for his education. And when he comes back to his village Hosahalli, so how the narrator talks about his marriage issue, and how the boy Rangappa, he is very rigid in his thoughts, and in his modern thoughts, basically I say, because he don't want to do the child marriage, he want to marry a mature girl. He want that he don't want to rush for the marriage issue. So he has modern thoughts about the marriage and all. But the Shyama, the narrator, he is very old and experienced person. He is a knowledgeable person about the human behavior and nature, and he has the traditions of his village, and he want Rangappa to get marriage according to the values and the traditions of the village only. So this is a short introduction about your chapter. Now if we move towards the next slide, so it is the theme of the chapter. Now basically bete, the theme of the chapter is about the conflict between the traditional and the modern thoughts. Means Ranga, when he goes out to the metropolitan city, he has modern thoughts about getting marriage. Means he don't want to do arranged marriage, he opposed the child marriage, he wants to get married to a mature girl, plus he do not want to rush about the marriage issue, right? Means early marrying and all. So he has modern thoughts, but the narrator Shama, he and people of village, they have traditional thoughts about getting marriage, means about these marriage issues and all. So basically the theme of the chapter is about the conflict between the traditional thoughts and the modern thoughts, right? But this is a very nice example how the narrator Shama, he satisfied all the thoughts and needs of character Ranga, and how beautifully he changed his ideology about the marriage and all, and how he manipulated, how beautifully and nicely, peacefully, satisfiedly he manipulated the boy Ranga to get married to a 11-year-old girl Ratna. Okay, so moving forward bete, we have a short summary or gist, you can say, about the chapter. This Ranga's marriage is a very interesting chapter bete. In this chapter, the whole story is revolving around the Ranga's marriage only. Means he is a boy, he is accountant's son, he lives in a village of in Mysore, in Hosahalli village. And when he comes back home, everybody is curious to know about him, whether he is changed or not. One old lady, she came towards Ranga and she checked the Janevra. Janevra, you understand, the white thread which Brahmin people usually used to wear along their from their shoulder to their stomach, no? So that Janeu, we also say them Janeu. So she checked that Janeu also, and she confirmed that he is not changed. Plus Ranga, he is doing namaste to everybody, and also basically everybody was satisfied that he is not changed and he has the same values and traditions. Now in this story, the narrator, he discussed the issue of marriage with Ranga, and he is not satisfied with the views, the modern thoughts of modern ideas of Ranga, right? He want Ranga to get married according to the tradition of the village only. So he manipulated the boy. He makes Ranga get fascinated towards this girl Ratna, 11-year-old girl Ratna. They planned the meeting also. They planned, the narrator Shama, he took the help of Shastri. Shastri, you understand, Pandit and all, astrologer. So he took the help of Shastri also, and he arranged the marriage, and he get that marriage done according to the tradition of the village only, and very peacefully and very satisfiedly he managed everything. He manipulated the boy and everything, and he get the marriage done, right? He took it as a challenge, right, that I will change the thoughts of the boy and I will get him married, right? So if we, this is a short gist I am giving you about the chapter. We will be again reading the chapter in the PDF. I will be again sharing one video with you all, in which I will be reading the PDF. I will be reading the chapter, and side by side I will be explaining you also, right? This is so short summary, you can say, I am giving you, so that you can bring a thought, you can make a thought about the chapter, that what the chapter is about and what chapter we are going to read and how we will be carrying forward. Now if we move towards the another side, so slide, we have characters in the other slide. Now there are two main characters in this chapter. One is Shama and the another one is Ranga. I already told about the Shama. He is the narrator of the story, and he is the old and experienced man who has faith in his traditional beliefs and in his culture of the his village, right? Now he describes his village also in the chapter, that what his village is about. Now he tells that his village is a typical South Indian village, and they have some creepers growing on in the pond of the village and all. I will tell you later about this Hosahalli village also. I have made one slide, because this chapter is all about the background of the chapter. If you say, that is the Hosahalli village, so I have made the slide for that also. First we'll get to know about this character Shama. Now this Shama, he has a traditional beliefs, so he want he want the character Ranga, the boy Ranga, to get married according to the traditions and beliefs of the village only, means their own custom and their own village. Now this person, he manipulates Ranga in such a manner that he gets fascinated towards the girl Ratna, and the Ratna, he is 11-year-old girl. So in spite of having notion to oppose child marriage, Ranga gets fascinated towards the girl, and this is all done by the narrator Shama only. Means you can say that he is the middle person also, but not really. He is the person, or old and experienced person, who knows that what is better, what is good for Ranga and Ratna, and he believes that they are the suitable match for each other, and he just wanted them to get married and settled in their life because they are the own children of his own village. So he wants to he want that they should get settled and they should live their life happily. So for them only, for their love only, and for his village culture and traditions love only, he did all this thing. He arranged all these things, and he narrated the story also. He is the narrator of the story also. So moving forward with it, our next character is Ranga. And Ranga, I already told you, he is the son of the village accountant, and he sent to Bangalore for studies. Now he is the person with rigid thoughts, with the modern thoughts. He opposed child marriage. He wants to marry a mature girl. He don't want to rush for the marriage issue and all. But somehow he get manipulated by the narrator Shama in by his thoughts and all, and at the end he gets married to a girl, Ratna, only, right? And they lived happily ever after. Now if we move forward, Bete, I have already told you that I have made one slide about the Hosahalli village also. Now the narrator, he is very passionate to tell about his village. He tells us that the village is not mentioned in the geography books and all, but it is still there in the north earnest of the Mysore state. So he tells us about the village, and it is the state of Bharatavarsha, and he tells us about the sweet dish also which they used to prepare in the festive seasons, that is karigadabu, which is made with coconut, sugar, and jaggery, and fried this rice flour, है ना, and all is made together, meant together, and fried afterwards. So this is a sweet dish they used to make during the festive seasons. Plus he tells us that they have a very special mango trees there, which was known for their sourness. The mangoes, they are known for their sourness. And he also tells us that there is a creeper growing in the village pond, which they can use for eating meals and all. So this is about Hosahalli village, because the background is Hosahalli village only, okay? And this is a typical South Indian village, bete. Now moving further, justification of the title. Justification of the title means that why the narrator has, why the author has kept the title Ranga's marriage only. Now he thought that this story is only revolving around the marriage of a boy Ranga, and the background of the story is also very traditional, and it is all in the village of Mysore city. So he tells that he thought that he should not take any fancy title. He wants to take a very realistic title for his story. That's why he chose the title Ranga's marriage, okay? Now moving further, bete, I have given some value points here, and these are the value points from your chapter only. You can read them, and you can write them in your register also. And this PPT is very useful to you. You can write all these notes, this content in your register also, okay? Now further I will be giving you one video about the explanation also, and then we will be doing the question answers and notes for this chapter, okay bete? Okay, thank you so much. Read it carefully, read every slide PPT carefully, and listen the audio very carefully, okay? Thank you. Have a nice day, all of you.